I'm sure I've recorded this video about 5 times now. This video is for my family and the person's family I'm talking about for the most part. But I know more than them will see this video. So for the people on my Snap and the people that I've talked to about this very situation, which is very few, it's for you too. I'm here to finally tell the full truth. So I'm not gonna start all the way from the beginning because this video is gonna be too long and I don't plan on editing or cutting anything out. It's gonna be raw, uncut, it's the truth. I was in a relationship, most of y'all know, with a woman. If you were important to me, you knew it was with a woman. The very first and last woman I would ever date. So we dated for like a year and 8 months. Everything was good. We you know, that honeymoon stage, happy to see each other all of the time. We went out all of the time. We were under each other 24/7. But that changed when she came to stay with me last summer. It wasn't a permanent move, but it was just that she was here for a long time. And if you know me, then you know I'm a loner and I like my space. She was just like me. So that was an issue by itself. We thought, oh, we're with each other a lot anyway. It's not gonna be hard to stay with each other. This should be easy. But it wasn't. I think we just didn't know how to live with each other. Last summer we got into a physical altercation. I honestly don't even remember why. I actually tried reaching out to her so she could sit down and make this video with me because she has a YouTube channel. But I'm blocked on everything. I'm blocked from her phone and all the social medias. But I'll get to why. So she busted my window out of the apartment. Police were called. She was arrested and charged with trespassing. She was charged with trespassing. I didn't know that until she told me. And she went to court for it, paid her court fees, cost fines, whatever, and it was over with. She asked me to drop the charges, and I said I would, but I didn't really know how to. And then her court day came around, and she went to court and pled guilty. And that was that. So that charge is just, it's there. We ended up working it out. We got back together. Everything was fine still. We acted like it didn't even happen. We actually laughed at it. I don't know. It was crazy. We laughed. We bounced back. This summer, like, it's like that first fight turned into 1,000 more. We couldn't keep our hands off of each other. You'd be surprised. It was like the smallest things that set us off, and we'd be in this room, this very room, fighting in this very apartment. Fighting like total strangers. Like we just hated each other our entire life. Like we just had some real life beef. Just fighting. Anyway, what I'm here for. The reason why we broke up. We broke up today. I don't know. I'm not keeping up with the exact days or time or anything like that. Today, it's been about a month since it's been like official, but technically it's been like 4 months total, maybe a little bit more, 4 months and a couple of days or something, maybe a little bit less, but almost 4 months, if not 4. We broke up because she started talking to someone else, and she couldn't leave the girl alone. Even when I said, you know, I'll try to be more affectionate, I will try to show you that I care more, I will stop being so mad every day, even if it wasn't at her. She thought it was, because I would take it out on her by not talking to her. Just coming home, we'd be in the bed and I have my back turned to her, or she'd ask me a question and I just respond, and you could hear like the annoyance in my voice. And it wasn't anything against her, it's just that I had personal stuff going on that she didn't know about. Maybe if I had talked to her about that, she would have understood. Maybe she could have helped or something, but I didn't talk to her about it. So she always thought it was her, and then when she would say something to me about it, I never told her it wasn't her. I mean, well, I did a couple of times, but most times I just brushed it off like, okay, I don't care. Because at the time, it's not that I didn't care about her, it's just that I didn't care that she didn't like that I was always mad, because it was never because of her. It's like the stuff that I was mad about was constant. It was like everyday stuff, and I couldn't get her to understand that. So the girl she was talking to, after all of that happened, after the messages came through, I read the messages, I asked her to leave. She said, okay. After a while, after trying to talk to her and figure out why, you know, she was doing what she was doing, she said, okay. But she didn't start moving her stuff. So I started moving it for her. I don't know why. I know that when people touch my stuff, I get upset, and it leads to an argument or a fight or an almost fight. I don't know. I get upset. That's all that matters. So I don't know why I didn't expect the same from her, but she got mad when I started moving her stuff. She came back after I moved the stuff outside to her car, or just outside. It wasn't to her car. She started moving it to her car herself. She came back and she threw condiments all over my apartment. Well, on the door and some inside of the apartment in the living room. So the police was called again, and this time she was arrested they charged her with, I think it may have, I don't actually know what they charged her with that time, actually. I don't know. Anyway, she was arrested again. Fast forward to what was it? The reason why? I don't know. Anyway, this time, the final time that we fought and the relationship ended for good was about a month ago now. And it was because she was playing mind games.